return of the Most High and His heavenly Son. All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem, Rachakadash. Double honors to the apostles out of New York, Great Millstone, GMS. Honors to all Akim on the planet, living in the name of Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, in truth and sincerity. Shalom to the sisters and the children of the hopeful righteous elect. May the Most High bless us all and keep us all. This is Brother Uriah from Great Millstone, Chicago. We jump into another lesson. And the wickedness of America, man. Homelessness versus migrants. A couple of weeks ago here in Chicago. Now, people don't know about who haven't been in Chicago, live in Chicago. Shit, a lot of people in Chicago who live in Chicago don't know that Chicago has a very huge underground downtown Chicago that goes several stories. Okay, we have a underground road called Wacker Drive. All right. Now you have the Wacker Drive that's up, but you have the and underground streets, and you have stuff that's under there, and you have tunnels and storage, all kind of shit underground. All right. And under the basic level, much homeless people go and they put their tents underground, so they don't have to at least worry about the snow. It's still cold. It's still windy, but since it's not above ground, it cuts down on the wind, and they're basically out of sight, except if you drive underground. But when you drive underground, there's only a few. I mean, it's a significant people who probably use it, but if I promise you, there's 300-some thousand people in Chicago. I'm not going to select 300,000. 3 million people, around 3 million people in Chicago. I guarantee you only 20% even really know about it or use it. Okay, otherwise there'd be tons of traffic jams down there, and it's not. When I was driving Lyft and Uber, I would sometimes use that to skirt over from one side of downtown to the other side of downtown in 3 minutes versus 10 minutes of traffic. Okay, so a couple of weeks ago, here's the city with bulldozers, po-po, and the garbage people, forcing them out, forcing the homeless out, tearing up their tents, taking their belongings, and trashing it, and forcing them out. They've done it. The elder Malcolm will tell you about it, and we might do a live show about it later on, because we're going to talk about some of these topics later this evening. But when I saw it, and I was the picture in the thumbnail, is a little small tent city on the side of a highway I'm on right now. There's a 12th Roosevelt, and right off the expressway. And it's been there. They'll tear that down, they come back. They tear that down, they come back. But that's one of the ones that's kind of more resilient, because no matter what they do, they keep coming back. So they don't mess with them as much. And plus, it's not in the downtown area, it's on the outskirts. So maybe they like whatever. But it's underground downtown, ain't nobody seeing that. So why you tripping? Why? Because Esau is evil. And to show you how wicked he is, he'll go ahead and uproot all these homeless and say, no, you can't make this tent. You can't be under here. Get the fuck out of here. But then they got migrants illegally coming into, imagine Israel, the state of Israel. All right? I'm talking about Salaka. Let me change that. Imagine Yasharallah, thousands of years ago, back in the kingdom. You think that we will let heathens come into our land? The Lord said, let no lot to our congregation. They'll have no lot in our congregation. Heathen has no lot with us. Okay? So you can't come into my land and set up shop. If you came into my land, you come into my land as a servant, and you can work for me, all right, for a particular land, if you're my servant, all right? No sovereign country will let people just walk up in and take steps. So why are the migrants given carte blanche? When I say carte blanche, EBT debit, EBT cards with cash. They put them in shelters. They're putting them, and not only putting them in shelters, but they're making old schools shelters. They've taken vacant lots and land and converted it into shelters. But your own so-called people, who are your own so-called whack-ass citizens, who are homeless and indigent, you can't put up and give them a card and set them up All right, you're gonna sit there and just uproot them and kick them out, but you let some foreigners come in and set up shop and you take care of them. There's a hidden agenda between it. That's how you know. The scripture says, never trust thine enemy. Never trust thine enemy. He said, as iron rusteth, they're going to eventually show their rust. They're going to eventually show their true colors and their true nature. All right? And it's becoming a vexation to the citizens of the city. All right? Now you got... Now the messed up part is the Venezuelans and the Ecuadorians and, you know, the so-called Iscarites, Mexicans coming in from South America are actually our brothers. So a couple of them actually work at my job now. Okay. One came in late last year and found a way to get in. He just speaks no English. Kelvin. He called himself Kelvin Presley, like Elvis Presley, and he's a good guy. You know, he's cool. I speak a little Spanish, so I talk and deal with them. There's a couple of them and their wives and their kids be around, come to the store and whatever. Boom, get a job. Now, yeah, he go Jimmy now. He came a couple months ago, got in, got a job. You know, and when I say a job, they're paying them under the table and they're paying them lower than minimum wage. Now you got Jake, Issachar, and the other tribes that are so-called American begging. I can't count how many people come by looking for a job. All right? And, oh, no, we don't need it now. We good. Why? Because some migrant got your job. What is America doing? Never trust thine enemy. As iron rusted, he's going to reveal his true nature. There's incels coming in. All right? There's been coming out more and more that the one dude in New York who robbed some, you know, stole some petty robbery or whatever, got locked up, let go, did it again, and when they got to come arrest him, he pulled a knife out and started, you know, assaulting the police. Okay? You hear about the mobs come in with a baby, with a woman, they come up to the house, knock on the door, and I seen this at red lights at intersections. The Venezuelan women coming with their little kid, and they'll have a note or they have their phone, and they'll come right up to you with the note and the phone of like, and they'll say, please, do you have money or do you have personnel? Do you need personnel for employment or for a job? And they're asking for jobs and money. Okay, so this right here, you got all these influx that come up to the door, and they show that, and here comes some double, you know, like, oh, hold on, let me get this for you. And while they're doing that, then 3 or 4 or 5 gang up on them, bust in, tie them up, take everything they can grab, and then dip. Okay. This is leading to that second entrance, the 15th chapter, that seditions invading one another for the lack of bread. They're going to collapse this system. All right, from WEF and Charles Schwab looking at talking about the Great Reset. Okay, there is going to be a Great Reset, and the real Great Reset is Yahweh Hashem coming back and putting his righteous foot all in the wicked and destroying this wicked place. But Esau is going to have to do a reset because America's broke. And a couple of more weeks or so, or they're going to run out of money again, and they're going to have a debt ceiling crisis where, you know, and they're not going to increase it at one point. They're going to get rid of the dollar. The BRICS nations have taken over the world economy. The dollar is backed by nothing now. And to show you how bad it's backed by nothing, at my job, they asked me to go out and go get some milk for them to make the pizza dough. And usually go right across the street. They were closed. And went across the other street. They were closed. And this is in the daytime, Family Dollar and General Dollar. All right. And they never close in the daytime unless they're short staffed. All right. Went to several stores in the immediate area, from a Save-A-Lot grocery store to a small, you know, bodega type grocery store to another Family Dollar that was, further, maybe like almost not even a mile down the road. And they all were, and now normally we go to Family Dollar, it was $7 for 2 gallons of milk. This time it was, they didn't have nothing. All right. So I went to a gas station and they had it. And they was like, yeah, $10. I'm like, $10? This costs $7. All right, I don't want that. Further away and went to another grocery store in Issachar land, and they was $10. I said, what the hell are they doing? When has milk been $5 a gallon? It ain't never been $5 a gallon. So I'm like, I ain't getting that. Now I could have got it because that was not my money. It was the boss man money, but it was the principle. There's principalities in this. And so I ended up going further away. I went 2 miles down the road and went to another Family Dollar, and they didn't have anything, but the truck had just got there and they were just stocking up. And so I asked the dude, I said, you ain't got no whole milk? He said, no, we're loading up. It's gonna be, go. If you go out toward the front, he should be coming in pretty soon with another load. So I walked toward the front, and sure enough, he was coming. He just walked in. I said, oh, hold on. Grabbed 2 right out the crate, and, got it for the $7. But that was an experience to show hyperinflation is here. They're about to crash this shit. All right. You have the Civil War and the hatred against the seditions among men is rapidly increasing because of the homelessness and the migrancy and people looking at their resources. I think in Washington, the video the Elder Malcolm gave us, I think we're going to go into later on, how they put boulders in strategic areas off the road to prevent homeless people from camping, and people from camping. So it's like you're here for us, but you're not here for us. You tell us that you got our back, but then you don't got our back. You got programs set up for the foreigners, but you won't help your own. America is divided. America is falling, and this place is about done for. Okay? And it shows you the wickedness of America, man. It shows you the wickedness of Esau Edom. He says in the book of Deuteronomy, he will not show favor to the old or the young. Okay, he doesn't give a fuck. He has a fierce countenance, and he has like the scripture says, he has a perpetual hatred. A perpetual hatred. He hates us all, and he's bringing all these people so we can turn the fuck up and come against each other. Esau doesn't even hate. Esau, the scripture says, he hates his own. He that is evil to himself, to whom can he do good? So, just want to highlight a little bit the wickedness of America. Never trust thine enemy. Don't trust this place. Tune into the live show a little bit later. We're going to go more into details into this, I believe, through the Spirit, and show you the downfall of America from the inside. So hopefully this been edifying through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai B'Shem Rakakadash. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai B'Shem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles out at New York and Connecticut. Shalom. And honors to all I can around the planet, lifting up the name of Yahweh Yahushai in truth and sincerity. Shalom to the sisters and the children of the hopeful righteous light. Shalom and Kwam Yasharallah. You know what I'm about to say.